Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And today we're going to look at a one trade that could go all the way. It's not what you think. We'll talk about the Santa rally, and of course, we'll check out the SPY as always. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, and of course, does help support the channel when you leave a comment. I really do appreciate those who take the time to do that. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can get the daily update. Now, of course, everybody's talking about the Santa Claus rally. And what is the Santa Claus rally? It covers the last 5 trading days of December and the first 2 days of January. And the S&P 500 is up 77% of the time. However, the last 2 years were negative, but there has never been a third straight negative Santa Claus rally. What do you think? Is the Santa Claus rally coming, or is the Santa Claus rally at an end? Is it over? And are we going to get a third straight red year? So far, it's looking not too bad. If we take a quick look at the SPY, we can see we avoided the dreaded 675 key level that we needed to stay above to keep this run going and to keep this run alive. Remember, we lose 675, and then that brings into possibility the 9 cross below the 20, which hasn't happened below February. But below the 9, above the 9, we're fine. Okay. Now the 9 EMA on the daily is up at about 680, and we're above that at the moment. We narrowly avoided a bearish cross. Remember, the last time we got this bearish cross, the 9 crossing the 20, we did drop down fairly heavily. We narrowly avoided this on Friday. Remember, I did the video on the critical levels to hold. So here's the deal. 680 is the level to hold, long above, short below. 675 is the support there, and the most immediate resistance above is actually 684 there, the 684 level. We've seen a fair bit of resistance already there at 684 and then 689. So we still do have that double top on the SPY. We do still have bearish divergence. That can be invalidated, of course, but it is still currently there on the charts. And of course, we're just going to have to keep an eye on how we go this week, the week of Christmas. Of course, there's no trading on Christmas Day, and we'll just have to see with lower liquidity. And that's generally why there is the Santa Claus rally, because there's historically been a lot less liquidity in the markets. Let's jump across to that trade, which is Bitcoin. So here's what this one could go all the way up, back up to 107,000. And let me paint this out for you. Currently, we have a bear flag here. Okay, but that doesn't mean that price is going to capitulate. Historically, Bitcoin has held the 100-week average there and has then bounced up to 107,000. If history repeats, when Bitcoin puts this move in, and we could chop around here for a while, it will be, think of this, when we went from 102,000 down to 80,000, a $20,000 drop, that took 10 days to play out. I expect a very, very big parabolic move to the upside. In fact, this whole move, capitulation move to the downside from the top from October, only took about 2 months there to the downside. So I would expect somewhere within the 2-week to 14 to 30 day range. And what actually happens is, as Bitcoin price moves up, it's helped by leverage, over leveraged shorts that have gone in heavy that get liquidated, and it simulates a spot buy of Bitcoin. And that's what really, and this is what happened on the way down. It's very much a leverage driven market. Okay. What that means is that when price moves, it moves more due to leverage positions. People are gambling at 50 and 100x. Being liquidated, then spot buying or selling. That's why you see these big cascading moves to the downside. Now, If history doesn't repeat and this bear flag plays out, I would expect something similar to the downside. Eventually, there is going to be some kind of a relief bounce or dead cat bounce. The big level to hold there, of course, is going to be that 85K level that's hanging on, 85, 86K level. If that level is lost and we see a weekly close below that level, and then a second weekly close below that, then we're going the other way. And this bear flag is going to play out. And I'll give you those levels if that happens. Otherwise, we can break out of this bear flag. 93K is that key level that I keep telling you over and over and over again to the upside. We get above 93K, that can catapult us up. We're going to see that 9 look to potentially cross the 20. This will probably come a little bit lower. This will curl around, and then we can bust out and do a $10,000 move, maybe up to that 107, 106, 105. It depends what level this is. At the time that it comes up and does test it. Now, that's what Bitcoin has historically done. Now, also, the good news is for those super cyclers out there, aka flat earthers. No, I'm just kidding. Come on. If it continues up and we have weekly closes above this, then yes, that would now open the door for the potential that Bitcoin is going to do something different. But that we're ways away from that because we're not even up above the 50 week or the 20 or the 200, let alone the 200 week, let alone the 200 day that is all the way up there. So those are the levels there. We're just playing it level to level here, 85, 86. That would be the level to go short to the downside. And then above 90, here's the trade right now. This is the trade of the show that could go all the way. 90,300. We're currently at 90,238. We are long above it. So even when we went long here, 1, 2, 3, that was good moves. $3,000 move to the upside each time. So I'd still go long here from 90 to 93. And if it rejected, jump out of the trade. If it pushes through, stay in the trade. And of course, if you're watching this video and Bitcoin's already up at 93 or down at 85, you can go long or short. So 85, 90, and 93. Those are the key levels. You can go short or long. Short below 90 down to 85, long from 85 to 90, and then long from 90 to 93, or short from 93 down to 90. And of course, at some point, there is going to be a relief bounce. There has not been a relief bounce currently. This is not a bounce. This is a bear flag. This is generally considered bearish when it comes down and doesn't have any kind of bounce or V-shaped recovery. It just goes sideways. You usually see price drop even further, and that's something that could potentially happen, but hasn't really happened before with Bitcoin. We'll see what happens there with that along the way. And of course, these bear flags don't always play out. They can go sideways for a while, fool everybody that it's going to go down, and then all of a sudden it makes its move, explosive move that could go all the way. And of course, we do have on the tribal trades indicator the green dot there, that if you got in on the green dot there at around about 80, 84, 85, you'd be up incredibly up to $90,000. That's how accurate the tribal trades indicator. Rather than guessing, a lot of people, oh, they're going to buy here, but there's a red dot. So I know better that I'm not going to buy here. I can short down from here. And now with the green dot, I can long up to here. The tribal trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all. How do you get that? As part of the tribal trades Discord that comes with your membership here. You get the tribal trades indicator and the brand new tribal trades indicator set to be released maybe this week, and at latest the following week. We're going to have it out before the end of this year. We have more indicators coming, and that new indicator is going to be an absolute game changer. It is based around the tribal trades system of trading, which you also get the full tribal trade system trading course and all these wonderful plays. That we've been looking at the stocks plays quite a lot. Those are our day trades, but for those who are a little bit of a longer traders, more swing traders, look at this great entry on Palantir way back on the 5th of December, $179. Look at where it's at today. There's the receipts, $194. There is the green dot, giving us an early entry there. I actually gave the entry up here at 179, so it was a little bit late. However, that's the accuracy of these plays in the Tribal Trades Discord. Also, the Rivian trade there as well. Gave that trade at $17. That trade, last I checked, was about $22. Absolutely incredible in the Tribal Trades Discord. And just in let's check our latest stats that came out for the week of December 8th to the 12th. Our stock day trades data performance: 18 trades, 16 wins, only 2 stop out losses, both of -3%, because that's where that's where I had the stop losses there. The recommended stop loss for those using the percentage stop method, 3%. A whopping $622 profit, only using $1,000 per trade. If you're using 2,000, it would be 1,200. Obviously, 5,000, that would be $3,000. I'm being very conservative here. I'm just, if you're doing $1,000 per trade, absolutely incredible. And that includes the 2 stop outs of the -3% loss on each of those stop outs, 62%, a whopping 88% win rate, guys. And this also is in line with our we audit all the plays now, but you have a look here. There it is there, 86% to go with that 88%, 92% win rate there, and a 100% win rate. You can see the incredible win rate in the Tribal Trades Discord. There is a discount at the moment. You can take advantage of the normal price of $79.99. You can get it right now for $64.99 until Christmas. Time is running out, and that's an all access, all inclusive there for the Tribal Trades Discord. All you need to do, there's a link below in the description of this video. You might need to click the more button. That will pop out and you can get signed up. There is the link there. You click on it. It will ask you to be added to a wait list, but you will get access before Christmas, so you won't stay on that wait list for very long. You do have to add your payment details to secure that discounted, that $15 per month discount, and that's every month, by the way, of course, and there's no lock-in whatsoever. So if for some reason it doesn't work out for you, if it's not for you, we wish you all the best. But however, I just know when you come into the Tribal Trades Discord, I call it the Tribal Trades family, and you see the life-changing gains and the wealth transformation that is taking place, you're just not going to want to leave. All right, that's all we have time for today. So until the next episode, or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.